All right, welcome in everybody. Good morning. How you guys doing? Welcome to the 2nd of March. Let's see what messages want to come through for us today. I hope y'all are doing well. Got the sunshine back today, so I'm very happy. I love it when it turns March. T-minus 20 days or so until we're in the spring. We do have Saturn moving into Pisces this weekend. I want to talk about that this morning. We are going to see a big shift. This is going to be a big shift. We're moving from an air sign of Aquarius into Pisces, a watery sign. So from air to water is a big change. It is going to put us into our feelings, which does mean, and I like this, it does mean we're closer to our intuition. When we're in our thinking mind too much, we are kind of cutting off our feelings. We're thinking our feelings, or we're thinking about what's going on. We're in our ego, and that does keep us away from our intuition. So let's see where we're going today. We are having our birth chart mastery. Okay, we are having our birth chart mastery class today. I was away last week, so I want to do it today. I sent you some homework. We'll talk about it. So Saturnian, right? So, homework, do your homework. All right. Finding sanctuary. Finding sanctuary, embracing enthusiasm, and voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. So that's very Piscean. And I do feel like there is, some of you may be experiencing, the feeling of, people leaving your life or needing to step more into a solitary kind of experience a little bit. I feel like that's when you get really back to yourself. And boy, with that Piscean energy, that those emotions are just going to flow. We're going to find, Saturn is about control and rules and responsibilities and structure. And Pisces is not that. Pisces does not like rules and structure. So you could use this energy to your advantage by creating some kind of spiritual discipline, some kind of, especially with Virgo full moon coming up the same time. Virgo is about our daily routines, and it is kind of shining a light on the things that aren't working for us in our daily routines and what we want to shed. So it's perfectly in alignment with Saturn moving into Pisces about our spiritual life, or about anything we're doing to escape reality. How can we anchor our spirituality in the things we do day to day? That's where we're going here. So 4 of Swords underneath, I definitely see this. That's a healing energy. 6 of Swords, beautiful, right? Beautiful. Moving forward, 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, the Strength card. I like this. Lovers, Ace of Pentacles, wow, 5 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, Justice card, and the 7 of Swords. Oh my goodness. I have seen, so I want to say this to you. I have seen quite a bit around on, different emails I get, different newsletters I get, different kinds of informational pamphlets. No, that's not it. Publications where they're really kind of warning this month about some kind of financial downturn in March. And I feel like we really need to pay attention to this. It's because, paying attention to what we're doing with our money, how we're handling our money. This Justice and 7 of Swords, anybody who is not in alignment with their mission and purpose on this planet, anyone who's not in alignment with good intention, with positive intention, with healing, all of those energies, is going to feel something like this. Okay, I want to clarify this 5 of Pentacles because it jumps out, especially with the 7 of Swords underneath it. Please clarify this 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, right? 6 of Pentacles, Magician, the Hierophant, and the Page of Wands. So I feel like this is like a little bit of a hierarchical flattening out. Like we are choosing to go towards something that's more mystical, Pisces energy, right? We're choosing that. And Saturn is saying, okay, how are you paying for your life if you are removed from the day-to-day experience? if you're not investing your time and energy wisely, because pentacles are also time. I feel like there's a message coming through and of choosing your joy, choosing enthusiasm. What is your enthusiasm? Okay. What is your hobby or expression of your creative energy that really gets you going? I like this Voyage of the Heart too, because that is very Piscean energy. We're talking about, we're no longer grinding it out. We're no longer waiting for people to pay us for work or something like that. This has to do with manifesting on a much higher level, being inspired to teach something, being inspired to share your gifts and talents in a more concrete kind of way. Some of you are being asked to step into doing a spiritual business at the end of this month, or in the middle of the month, actually. I'll talk about this, but I am refreshing the spiritual business class. We're going to talk about AI. We are going to talk about the things we have learned about YouTube, which is a lot in the last year and a half. And we are going to talk about what are the physical realities of doing a business with spiritual principles. Okay, how can you create something that is supportive of your life? And it's going to require some courage to do this, but how are you doing that? And I feel like we have the Justice card down here. So yesterday on my my tarot certification group, I talked about when you're doing a general reading and you look at the big picture here, I am seeing 3 major arcana cards. And what that story is telling me is this is a choice to be creative and balanced. That's what we're looking to do, is massive amounts of creativity without anyone really seeing it kind of doesn't move the needle on the conversation. And so it's like taking your art public, bringing your music into the public domain, bringing your gifts to people so they can see them, experience them in the more physical kind of way, right? We're not any longer hiding our light under a bushel. We have moved on from, sort of being in this enclosed space, doing healing, not talking to anybody, being kind of remote from everybody. And we're moving into something that's much more joyful. The 6 of Wands, the Strength card, the Lovers card. I love the Ace of Pentacles in the center here. This 5 of Pentacles makes me feel like we need to pay attention to what people need. We are no longer going to be making money based on something that isn't grounded or something that isn't practical. Practical spirituality is kind of what I'm talking about here. Can we make the choice for something that is supportive of our life and is also supportive of our mission and purpose? I do feel like this is going to be exciting because some of you are going to, rather forcefully be required to drop a thing because of it's either not supporting you or it's not, balanced, right? It's not bringing in the kind of money that is going to help you live your life and be an expansive resource for people. And so there's like, okay, I got to make a choice here. I got to move on to something that is going to be really supportive of my life. And I almost feel like some of you might be feeding too many people, or you might be being generous to too many people, or being generous. Yes, being generous, but also like not paying attention to what that does for you. Are you, and I don't mean to like keep score or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. I am talking about, hey, fair is fair, because we have Justice card here. Fair is fair. Fair truth needs to be seen in such a way, in such a light, almost like a 360 degree turn about how we're speaking our truth. And if we're speaking our truth too twisted, then we're getting the 7 of Swords. Okay, it's almost like we're looking at how we're doing things in much more 360 degree way, not just a kind of a full frontal way, which is big, but there is more to it than this. I feel like there's a lot of riding high here, kind of beautiful energy, and there's a new offer. I saw this in the Sagittarius reading. I'm doing the monthly readings right now, and I saw it in the Sagittarius reading that there's this offer, and I just feel like there's a risk here. There's definitely a risk with this offer, right? Like, where are we going from here? What are we doing? How are we doing our life? And I feel like we're getting a little twisted around here with the Seven of Swords. So it's time to get back into your creativity. It's time to use this Saturn moving into Pisces as a really positive thing. Spiritual discipline, discipline around or structure around your creativity allows creativity to grow. So when Saturn has been in Aquarius, it might have been too logical, right? Saturn does like Aquarius, right? Because Aquarius is logical and Saturn gets that. And when we move into Pisces, it's not logical anymore. It's much more watery. And so, there might have been very cold decisions made while Saturn has been in Aquarius, very cold decisions or, unfeeling kind of structures or strict adherence to rules and laws. Now we're moving into something that's a little more murky. So it's very important to anchor yourself, anchor your creativity, anchor your spirituality in the tangible world. I do see a new offer coming in. This Five of Pentacles makes me feel like the flip side of this is you are doing work that is helping people who are out in the cold. How are you helping these people? Are you doing something? Are you speaking from a place of love and compassion? Are you speaking from a place of joy and enthusiasm? Because I feel like that's the thing that is going to help you to help other people more. Okay, you got that? And I think you're manifesting from this place. Hierophant is very traditional. We've got a clash of the traditional versus kind of the new wave, the way we used to do it versus now AI and other kinds of things. I just feel like there's a sense of having to balance these two new things: creativity, spirituality, flow state, all of these beautiful things with Saturn, structures and rules. We are being asked here to try and balance those things. And the Seven of Swords makes me feel like this is not that super comfortable all the time, right? We're not always going to be able to be as straightforward. There's something here about temper what you're saying or temper how you're communicating, and make sure that you are communicating in an inviting way, in a kind of compassionate way. Do yourself a favor and do that. And I also feel like some of us are being reminded a little bit of when we were out in the cold and what would we want? What would we have wanted people to do to help us? Okay, so I do see that coming in. All right, so I'm going to do the extended here. I'm going to keep going with this. I feel like we are being made an offer, and this Five of Pentacles, I'm going to clarify it even more about how it can be. How are you helping other people, or how are you being helped? How do you need to be helped right now? Okay, all right. Link is below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.